How's it going, guys? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting and welcome back to Steins Gate 0. Last time we were here, I'm gonna call it a friendship date with Kagari. I mean, she needs some time out. We're trying to help her have some things resembling a normal life while we're trying to figure out how the whole two minds, one brain situation is working between Kagari and Kurisu. So we'll figure all this out, but ultimately I'm excited. I think that she's been pretty fun to be around. It's hard not to have really dark conversations with her at this rate, but so far it's been enjoyable. And of course, we've brought her to the Nyan Nyan, so of course it's gonna be fun. Hello, Ferris. It's been far too long. I miss you. Oh man. I have no clue what's gonna happen except for the fact that I'm pretty sure something bad's about to happen because we've been having fun. And you know, as soon as we start having fun, something terrible happens. It's just the way of Okabe's life when he's fighting time and people who are changing time. It's a nightmare, but hopefully we can find some answers. That's really what's important here, and hopefully we will be able to discover what's going on. So let's see what happens next, though. Let's just jump right in. Welcome back, Meowster. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'd chosen to stop by Making Nyan Nyan and it was packed. Ah, interesting. Wonder which one. Come to think of it, there was a sign out front with some anime characters on it. I'd seen those characters all over town. Wow, 30-minute wait's actually pretty good for a cafe. Fetch. Aw, well, I guess it makes sense. It's okay, Ferris. It's not really your fault. Okay, well. We left the main queen Nyan Nyan and walked around for a bit, but it was lunchtime and every place we saw was crowded. Yeah. I can't imagine trying to find somewhere to eat. I guess street food might be pretty good, you know, like it's nice and quick, so even if it looks kind of packed, usually you could get through pretty fast. Well, then why don't you eat at home? Yeah, see, Kagari gets it. We got this. Now then, what do we do? Maybe. Yeah, so, see, that's not a great option either. Maybe we should just wait. Then that was out of the question. The noodles you put hot water on? Ramen? I guess, like, American ramen is just like a bag of noodles you pour hot water on. I guess I'm sure there's packaged and dried noodles available in Japan too. I mean, I didn't come from nowhere, but you'd think you'd go get something fresh. But yeah, you know. That makes sense. I guess it would be almost a delicacy. That's sad. Reminds me of the Fallout games. Eh, I'm sure you'll be surprised. If she was okay with that, so was I. And I had just the thing. We brought a lot of instant noodles at the local convenience store. If there were any left, Dara would probably eat them. Oh yeah, there's lots of fun flavors now too. Ooh, man, I haven't had instant noodles in a while. I probably won't ever have them again, really. Like, maybe, like, it's just not really part of what I choose to eat anymore, but I think my favorite one was like, what was the flavor? It was like a spicy chicken or something. I think that was my favorite.
今は未来と違って飽食の時代だからな。コンビニなんかでは毎週のように新商品が出る。
そうなんだね。ね、この中のどれを食べてもいいの？
See, you probably have 2 or 3. Kagari looked inside the plastic bag I was holding.
もちろん。好きなのを選んでくれ。
それじゃあどれにしよっかな。
She's pretty adorable. She is still very childlike because, I mean, and it makes sense, you know, remember, she pretty much has her child brain and then Kurisu's memories that aren't really super associated to her personality yet. It's just memories, not really tied to anything. So it makes sense that she's very kind of just down to earth. She looks just like a child the way she put her finger to her lips and her eyes shone.
私これにする。塩味の。
Salt flavor? Wait, is there just salt noodles? That sounds boring.
なんなら2つでも3つでも食べてもいいぞ。
本当？
Oh yeah.
でも食べ過ぎちゃうと太っちゃうしな。
Girl, you do not need to worry about getting fat. Take one break. I mean, if you're doing it every day, yeah, there's a problem, but you'll be fine. She had so many different expressions that I never got tired of watching them. Here's the other thing that's interesting, though. Of course, Japan fat is definitely not American fat. I've gotten the impression there's Abroad Japan YouTube channel I've been watching. Yeah, really fun. But he makes it sound like just having like a tiny little like pudge is like enough for you to get called fat in Japan, which is a little demoralizing. But you know, it makes sense. They're very, when it comes to obesity, they're an incredibly healthy nation. They've got a lot of other problems, like the prevalence of smoking and working people to death, you know, literally. So, not paradise by far, but definitely I don't have to deal with the same problems I have to.
そういえば、さっき他にも何か買ってたみたいだったけど。
Oh yeah, what do we get?
ああ、これだよ。
It's something plastic out of the bag. It's just a cute fork.
これって。
フォークだよ。箸じゃ食べづらいんじゃないかと思って。
Oh, okay. And I guess it's like designed for kids maybe or something.
自分専用のものにしてラボに置いておけばいい。
Oh, that's nice of
いい
him.
の？もらっちゃって。
別に大したものじゃない。
I need to practice with my chopsticks. I can definitely use them for most stuff, but I still struggle. Like, I don't understand how people eat rice with chopsticks. Like, it just, like, especially like fried rice, something that's where it's lost that innate stickiness that usually you get when you cook it and like mix it with some basic vinegar. Like, it just doesn't work. I don't know. I'm just not skilled. Kurisu had always wanted her own fork. I knew this didn't make up for anything. I just wanted to do it.
やった！ありがとう。実はね、私お箸使うの苦手なんだ。ママからもいつも注意されてて。あ、これ先っぽにウサギさんがついてる。
Yeah.
かわいい。私専用のフォーク。私のもの、これで2つ目だ。
Oh my gosh, you only own 2 things? The other must have been the keychain that Mary gave her.
でも、なんでかな。私、これずっと欲しかったような気がする。もしかして、これもクリスさんの記憶なのかな。
Maybe, but I mean, she had plenty back home, and she could always buy one. I doubt she would always wanted a fork. It's like she'd never had one in America.
さあ、どうだろうな。
ねえ、オカリンさん。オカリンさんはクリスさんのことを好きだったんでしょ？
Where'd that come from? I almost choked on the unexpected change of the direction of the conversation. It's like gear change.
大丈夫？
いきなりなんでそうなる？
だって大切な人っていうのはそういうことでしょ？
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's what it means.
で、どうなの？好きだったの？
She seemed genuinely interested. I guess she was the right age for that. Well,
まあ、あいつとの出会いが俺の人生を大きく変えたのは確かだな。
aww.
ああ、ごまかした。ずる
Well, not really. He's just diverting.
い。でも、人生を変えるほどの大切な人か。なんか憧れるか
Sorry, I gotta use a pillow to shore up my my back and stomach. I'm still recovering, still have some pain, and sometimes like posture puts a lot of pressure on everything, and so I have to kind of balance like either putting pressure in the front or in the back. So sorry for the shifting. She changed everything, past and future.
も。ねえ、オカリンさんから
Few
見て
people could do that.
マキセ・クリスさんってどんな人だったの？
Amazing. She was prideful to a fault. But, like often was not willing to accept help even if she needed it, but was always willing to stand with you and would believe you no matter how crazy you'd sound as long as you looked sincere.
気になるか？
自分の頭の中にある記憶の持ち主のこともっと知りたいよ。
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
俺が教えなくてもそれこそ記憶として頭の中にあるんじゃないのか？
それが自分で思い出そうとしても思い出せないんだよね。時々断片的に出てくるだけで。
Right.
それも大抵難しいことばかり。だからもっと人間的な部分っていうの、そういう人となりとか教えてほしいなって。
Okay. Kagari had never actually met Kurisu, had she? If she was sharing the memories of someone she'd never met, it would make sense that she'd want to know more about her.
あいつはマキセ・クリスはとにかく好奇心の強いやつだったよ。
ふむふむ。
Sounds like the beginning of a children's story.
その上頑固で自分が正しいと思ったことは誰に何を言われても決して曲げることはなかった。
そうなんだ。
不遜で強がりでそのくせ寂しがり屋で。
Aww. The memories of all the conversations I had with Kurisu and everything I'd gone through with her came flooding back into my mind. I talked to her just like this once before, come to think of it. Not in this world line, though. Yeah, but that was one of the most meaningful ones. That was the first time after he tried over and over and over to save Miuri on his own. This was the point when he finally, like, admitted that he needed her help. And then she reached out to help him wholeheartedly without even hesitation.
それに怒ると怖かった。
Yeah, she was.
怖い？どんな風に？
回答して海馬に電極ぶっ刺すなんて物騒なこと言われたりしたよ。
Yeah, she was fond of the hippocampus torture.
へえ。
And then for some reason she ran a few steps forward and spun around. And then, oh, don't you dare.
そんなこと言ってると回答して海馬に電極ぶっ刺すわよ。
Not bad, but definitely didn't sound quite like her. The cadence was definitely different.
今すぐ回答して海馬に電極ぶっ刺してやろうかしら。
Man, I miss her. Kurisu.
なんてこんな感じ？
Pretty close.
オカリンさん？
あ、いや。
Memories of Kurisu inside Kagari. If they could be perfectly replicated inside Kagari's head, would Kagari Shina become Kurisu Makise? Or it should be Shina Kagari and Makise Kurisu. Come on, do it right. I don't know why they decided to flip that around in the translation this time, because in the first game, they said all the names in the proper Japanese way. It was a stupid idea. Personality and memories were different things. But even so, if her memories turned into Kurisu's completely, if that happened...
Okarin... So...
What is happening right now? What is this? What? She's also way shorter than I thought she was. I thought she was pretty tall. Of course, Okabe is really tall. Kagari wandered back up to me and put her weight against me. It was so sudden I caught my breath. I could feel her warmth on my chest. The feeling of her skin. Hey, hang on. It reminded me of Kurisu. No.
Kurisu?
The sound of her pained moan brought me back to reality.
Huh? どうした? Kagari?
頭
Uh-oh.
頭が痛いのか?
Ouch. Kagari's body twitched in my arms. What? What? Uh-oh. People, you get the wrong idea. Not that they never made the cops stop once in the last time.
どうしたんだ? Kagari?
Oh boy.
落ち着け! 落ち着くんだ, Kagari!
Oh, I grabbed her hands to keep her from struggling anymore. The people on the street were staring at me, but I didn't have time to think about it.
大丈夫だから.
Okay.
歩けるか? とにかくラボに戻ろう.
She'd finally calmed down, but seemed to still be in pain. I let her lean on my shoulder as I took her back to the lab. Fetch, what is going on? Once we got back, she went to sleep and didn't wake up. Her headache seemed to have calmed down, but sometimes she would still moan. I'd contacted Mary and the others, and they were probably going to arrive soon, but the words she'd said before... See, that's the thing. It's like, could that be a blend of Panic of Amadeus's last one? Because remember, she called Okabe and said, "Save me," before we had the jump. Of course, I don't know if that was kept or not because everything changed. What was that? Were those fragments of her lost memories? If that was the case, then she really was.
Okari!
Just as I went to look at the clock, the door opened and Mayuri and Lukuko came running in.
Kagari-san, 大丈夫なんですか?
That's a good question.
ああ、今はよく眠っている。
よかった。
She must have heard us talking because Kagari's eyes slowly opened.
かがりさん。あれここ、どこ?
She looked around, afraid.
落ち着いて。ここはラボですよ。ラボ？日本？
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did Kurisu actually manifest? I thought that was impossible. I thought that couldn't be compatible. Uh-oh.
そうだよ。日本の秋葉原だよ。日本、私、 日本に。
Uh-oh.
あ、そっか。私、交換留学で。
Oh my gosh, she did. Fetch. What are we supposed to do now?
そういえば、公演の準備は。
Oh my gosh. And she doesn't remember being on the dais. It's just her memories.
留学?
Uh-oh. Come on, Okabe.
変です。
Okabe, come on. Up on the quick uptake. You've got it. Come on, you were just thinking about this.
ねえ、おかり。
Yeah, there we go. Exchange program. Lecture. Those were Kurisu's memories.
あれ、論文はパパに見てもらおうと思って頑張って書いたんだけど。
Oh no.
落ち着けカガリ。それは君の記憶じゃない。
Kagari looks up at me in a daze.
おかりんさん。
Okay, so she recognizes us. That's different.
そう。お前は椎名カガリだ。牧瀬クリスじゃない。
かがり。私は椎名かがり。
Okay. Oh no. Now they're actually like they're battling. There's a fetch. It makes me think of Two Minds in it's silly to be thinking about this. It's a Doctor Who episode, like 11th Doctor, I think. The oh fetch, what's his name? Oh, I know this. I should know his name. I don't know. He gets infected with Cybermen parts when they become universal, and he has to fight his own brain. Like he has half of his brain, and the cyber entity has the other half, and they have to battle it out. That's what's happening here. Oh.
ルカ子、悪いが、カガリのことを頼む。
はい。
Kagari is confused for a while after that, but she gradually started to calm down again. Once it seemed safe to do so, I'd taken her back to Yanabayashi's shrine. But maybe we weren't going to be able to look after Kagari ourselves after all. Maybe we should take her to a hospital? Was it my ego that was stopping me from doing so? No, her safety. I kept thinking about that as I walked along.
今日はマユシーも一緒に泊まることにするね。
ああ、そうしてもらえると助かる。
It would make Kagari feel a lot better.
なるべく普段と同じように接してやってくれ。
Yeah, maybe like the whole phrase that was very much Kurisu's like was really a tipping point, and that really just upset the balance. If you treat her like you normally have, it should keep things in sway. Or at least I hope so. I hope so. Told her to contact me right away if anything came up, then headed back to the lab.
かがり、ひどいの?
It's not looking good, if that's what you mean. That was the first thing Suzuha said to me when I walked through the door. She and Maho were sitting on the sofa. I told them about the situation already via Rhine, but they were still worried anyway, probably.
今は落ち着いてるが、一時はかなり混乱していた。
やっぱりクリスの記憶?
There might be something more to it, Maho. She seemed to really think she was Kurisu.
ああ、ここまで来ると、もう間違いないだろう。
Still didn't know why, but inside Kagari's mind were Kurisu's Makusei's memories. The question was how to deal with this problem. There were limits to what we could do on our own. The most we could hope to do was figure out how this had happened. That wouldn't be a real solution. To really fix this, we needed to get her back to normal, or to erase Kurisu's memories and restore the original Kagari. And for that, we needed the help of a specialist, Maho. Maho Hyajo was a specialist in that sense. There was nobody else we knew so much about memories and the workings of the brain. But there was a problem. we still hadn't told her that Kagari was from the future. In this world line, Maho didn't know Suzuha and the others that well. Of course, she didn't know about the future or the time machine. Was it okay to tell her? I honestly think at this point we have to. I mean, we have to, right?
ねえ、あなたたちはかがりさんとはどうやって知り合ったの？漆原さんのところに来る前は彼女はどこで何をしていたのかしら？
かがりは千葉の県境で倒れていたところを助けられたんだ。意識を取り戻した時点でそれ以前の記憶はなかった。
That was the same as the last world line.
でも子供の頃の記憶はあるんでしょ？鈴葉さんは彼女と知り合いだったのよね。子供の頃の彼女はどこで何をしていたの？
Well, we came right to the point. Suzuha looked at me silently. Alright, Ryan, what do you got? It's Kari, okay? It's fine, don't worry. But I'm so worried. You getting worried will just make it worse. Show her a smile. Yeah. This is harder for Kagari than any of us. We need to cheer her up. You're right. Thanks, Okabe. Thank you. Oh, I love those. She looked at me silently. She felt responsible for what Kagari was going through right now, probably. I could see on her face that she wanted to bring back the old Kagari somehow.
おじさん、どうする？ヒヤジョーさんに話しても。
Well, now she's gonna not drop this, then we better. Maho was a scientist. If we told her the truth, she'd be sure to take an interest in time travel. She might start working on a time machine. This was a big risk. But...
かがりを救う方法を突き止めるためにはやむを得ないか。
I thought for a moment and nodded. My priority right now is helping Kagari. Suzuha nodded back and then turned to face Maho.
今から話すことを知っているのはごく一部の人間しかいない。だからヒヤジョーさんも決して他の誰かに漏らしたりはしないで。
なんなの急に。
Oh, Maho, you have no idea the can of words we're about to dump in your lap. Maho seemed overwhelmed by the sudden chill emanating from Suzuha. But Suzuha kept talking.
冗談に聞こえるかもしれないけど、冗談なんかじゃないんだ。約束できるか否か。答えは2つに1つだ。
Maho looked at me hesitant. But she must have seen something in my face.
わかったわ。誰にも言わない。約束する。
She nodded.
それじゃあ、まずはさっきの質問の答え。子供の頃、私とかがりがどこで何をしていたか。
Yo, what a question.
私たちは第三次世界大戦が終わった後の未だ各地で内戦が続く戦時下に暮らしていた。2036年のね。
Maho's mouth hung open for a second, but soon her cheeks flushed with anger.
からかわないで。人が真剣に聞いてるのに。
So are we. Suzuha remained silent. Her eyes were ice cold and staring straight into Maho's.
ヒヤジョーさん、鈴葉が最初に忠告したはずだ。これは作り話でも冗談でもない。鈴葉とかがりは25年後の未来からやってきた存在なんだ。タイムマシンでな。
タイムマシン？そんなものが作れるわけが。
その理論の大元を作ったのがマキセ・クリスだと言ってもか。
Yeah, that stopped her tracks. The second I said Kurisu's name, the anger vanished from her face.
そんなの。
But it can.
わかった。聞くだけは聞くわ。
Alright, we can proceed then. Suzuha and I told her almost everything. How I met Kurisu, about the D-mails, what happened in the Alpha World line, the development of the time machine, Mayuri's death, attractor field theory, what happened in 2036. What was going on with Kagari? The one thing I didn't tell her was the truth about Kurisu's death. Yeah, I think that's a little tidbit we could probably keep in reserve.
話を整理させて。
Yeah, can you imagine being dumped with all of that in one day? I mean, even I had like months of like delineating the facts as they happened in a game, and it still was mind-blowing, let alone just being told it all. Just, here we go, there's all this information, just make sense of it.
つまり、鈴葉さんとかがりさんは、岡部さんに未来を変えてもらうために、2036年からやってきたと、そういうのね。
Right?
そうだよ。
Maho sank into the sofa and sighed.
岡部さんにそんな大層なことができるとは思えないわ。
Unfortunately, I'm actually one of the only ones who can.
たった一人の人間に全人類の命運がかかっているなんて。
Well, it has in the past. I mean, there have been times where we know there are linchpin events. Maybe it wouldn't have inevitably stopped everything, but that's causality for you there. Ultimately, there are still individuals who can hinge history.
俺だって無理だと思っている。
I'd given up, actually, on the entire future.
到底信じられない話ではある。あるけど。でも、あなたの言ったその理論なら、確かにタイムリープは可能かもしれない。それに何より、その理論の元を作ったのはクリスなんでしょ？
Yep.
だったら、検証に値するわ。だってあの子は、天才だもの。
Our words together seem like a mixture of admiration, jealousy, and envy.
信じるんだな。
その代わり、今度見せてほしいわね。そのタイムマシンを。乗ってきたって言うなら、あるんでしょ？どこかに。ある。すぐ近くにね。検証作業は必要だけど、とりあえず、あなたたちの話を信じることにする。だからあなたたちも、私に信じさせるよう協力して。わかった。
There was no hesitation in her voice.
ありがとう。
If Shizuha said it was okay, it wasn't my place to speak. If Maho was going to help, that was all that mattered.
話をかがりの件に戻そう。さっきも言ったように、はぐれたのは彼女が10歳の頃。そしてそれ以降、先月になって見つかるまでの足取りは全くつかめていない。俺はその間、彼女が海外にいたんじゃないかと考えている。
For how long? I had no way of knowing. It may have been just the whole time, or perhaps only a week.
オカリンおじさんの仮説だと、ビクトル・コンドリア大学にいたことになるね。
ああ。そして、何らかの形でアマデウスと接触した。
The look on Maho's face was one between acceptance and resignation. She sighed loudly. A copy of Kurisu's memory data had been saved for use by Amadeus. This data was the only possible source for the memories within Kagari's head. Her words today had only strengthened my theory. Exchange program, lecture. These fragments of memories were all from before she'd come to Japan. These memory data had last been saved just before she came to America. That was another match. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so if the save data was made just before she came to America, then Amadeus contained inside her mind the information for time travel because she'd already written the paper. Fetch.
この前、レスキネン教授に確認してみたんだけど、クリスの記憶データは凍結されたまま、誰もアクセスできないはずだと言っていたわ。ただ、それが事実かどうかを確かめる権限は、今の私にはない。
Yeah, and remember deduction. If you remove the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. We know that her memories are within Kagari. We know that the only source of those memories is in those databanks. Thus, we can determine that those memories were not secure.
それにプロジェクトが凍結される前に何者かがデータを持ち出したことだって考えられるし。
持ち出すことのできる人間はアマデウスの研究に携わっていた人間に限定されるんじゃないか。
そうとは限らない。外部からサーバーに侵入すれば誰にだってできることよ。
Anyone was an exaggeration. The average person wouldn't have a clue. Wait a minute, if we could get in there by hacking, why can't we go in there and check about the data to make sure like Maho wants? I mean, we have Daru. You'd have to be a super hacker.
問題は目的ね。岡部さんの仮説が正しいとして、なぜそんなことをする必要があったのか。
And then that's the other thing, you have to be a super hacker. Also, maybe Daru already has. Maybe he's got a job for that, cracked into it. The most obvious possibility was that someone wanted access to Kurisu Makase's mind. But Amadeus should suffice for that. There was no need to move her memories into another person's brain unless you want access to the black box, which remember he said you had to have the original person in order to access. And why would they want her mind that badly anyway? Because the time travel paper is inside her brain. She was a genius, sure, but she'd only published a single paper. There was no reason to think it would be that important to anyone. Unless...
もしクリスの記憶の中にタイムマシン理論の基礎があることを何者かが知ったとしたら
someone out there would want it.
でもクリスがその理論に行き着いたのはあなたの言う別の世界線なんでしょ
？But the divergent point was still sound in this one.
中鉢論文を知ってるか？
中鉢？それってロシアに亡命した？
そうだ。
例の論文には私も軽く目を通したけど、とても論文と言えるものではなかったわ。
あれは劣化コピーだと俺は考えている。オリジナルが別に存在するんだ。
一体何の話？
Oh, does she not know that that was Kurisu's dad?
ドクター中鉢の本名は牧瀬正一。クリスの実の父だ。
Yeah, dun dun dun. I thought back to what I saw that day. Oh no. I hated this confrontation.
私も考えてみたの。タイムマシンは作れるのかどうか。読んで。パパの意見を聞かせてほしい。
悪くない内容だ。
本当？この論文はパパと共同署名でもいいと私は思って。
学会には出すな。これは私が預かっておく。
I hate that man. That man.
そういえばクリスが日本に行く前に言ってたの、父親に会うって。新しい理論の発表会をするらしくて、その招待状が来たって。
That day, Nakabachi had stolen Kurisu's paper. And after he'd gone to Russia, he'd published his own paper. I hadn't seen it myself. Whenever I thought about it, I always thought about what I'd seen that day and what had happened right after. So I'd been avoiding it. But I'd heard the professors at school talking about it. It was so terrible that it had become something of a running gag. But if it was just a bad copy of an original? What if it had been published? What if what had been published was just Nakabashi's own reinterpretation of Kurisu's theory, and her original still existed somewhere else? That's right. Kurisu had written the original theory. It had to be better than that. She'd actually succeeded in making the time leap machine.
それじゃあ、その論文の存在を知った誰かがクリスの記憶からタイムマシンに関する理論を取り出そうとしてるってこと？
Yep.
第三次世界大戦が起きたきっかけは EU とロシアによるタイムマシン競争の過熱なんだ。
Yep.
そこにアメリカまで横槍を入れて収拾がつかなくなった。まさに時代は歴史通りに動き出している。
Those people had attacked the lab in the last world line. Tennoji had said they weren't Japanese, but they were military. Some military wanted Kurisu's time machine theory. And that would explain why they chose to download her memories into Kagari's mind. I'm worried about Kagari. Believe in us. Oh, right. That's right. I believe in you more than anyone, Okabe. And of course, Shida and Maho, too. If there's anything I can do, let me know. I'll do anything. I'll let you know. Please and thank you. Aww. Amadeus would never talk about something that I didn't want to talk about. But what about a human? There were truth serums and torture methods. A human could be forced to talk, maybe. Maybe they'd done that to Kagari. Of course, this was just a guess. But if it was military that had tried to kidnap Kagari, it was quite possible.
記憶のデータを脳に移植するか。
可能なんだろう。今の技術でも。クリスはそれを成し遂げた。それはクリスが研究していたことの応用だと言っていた。
ええ、そうね。可能よ。それに、もともとアマデウスはそのために作られたものなんだし。
Medical applications, wasn't it? Leskinen had talked about it at the seminar, and Maho had interpreted. In this world line, Amadeus had been shut down, and the seminar had never happened, though. Maho gave me the same explanation I'd heard before. I was right, and memory data transplants were theoretically possible.
クリスの考え出したタイムリープマシンだってその応用だわ。
もっとも、そのどちらも自分の頭の中に自分の記憶を移植するという目的で作られたものだがな。
Right. And Kurisu had said that even that was dangerous.
じゃあ、他人の脳に別人の記憶を移植するとどうなる？
Well, last time it was explained that the synapses would be formed, but there would be no sense to them. It'd be kind of noise because the brain's mapping is unique to each individual. And so if you stuck memory data in places that the brain didn't recognize, it wouldn't really know how to interpret the data. And so in that brain stretch of the brain thought, that's why I have trouble with the amnesia aspect of like, oh, if her brain was wiped and she could do it. It's like, well, no, not really, because her brain is still wired and structured. Just because she doesn't have access to her own memories doesn't mean that her brain doesn't have structure anymore. I mean, it is structure.
単純に OS の違う PC のハードディスクに別のデータをコピーというわけにはいかないと思う。
Yeah, that would be easier, and that's difficult. Operating system, basic software computer that controls the entire system and allows other programs to operate in parallel. So, like, you can put emulators in a computer. So, for instance, I could put a MacBook emulator into my computer and then run programs like a Mac. But what an emulator is doing effectively is it is pretending to operate like an operating system. You effectively have to put the operating system of a Mac into your PC and then have your PC be fool it into thinking it's its own source. Not terribly difficult, but it doesn't run very smoothly. It's usually very unstable, and obviously it goes against programming. And so like if she's trying to compare it to that, so it's like you have a Kagari and then you're uploading a whole new system in, like, I mean, okay, technically, if you really break it down, a brain is simply a biological computer, so maybe you could do it, but there's so much more nuance to a brain that we don't understand that I just don't, I mean, obviously it's worked, but I'm not sure how. It's good. I wonder if we're gonna have to see a bit of a stretch.
そもそも人間の脳のキャパシティがどれくらいあるのかすら分かっていないの。容量的なことだけを言えば、20歳の女性2人分の記憶くらいは余裕で保存できるというデータはあるけど。
Yeah, in theory, I mean, heck, it can store like 100 years. Like a person who is 100 years old who doesn't have dementia. Like, that should be enough. I was like, the I was like parentheses. Dara had once told me that the brain storage capacity was 3.24 terabytes.
だけど、問題はそれ以外の部分。岡部さんの言う通り、自分自身の頭に記憶をダウンロードすることすらまだ実用段階には至っていない。
Right, well, it's possible though.
それなのに他人の記憶をとなるといつ齟齬を起こしてもおかしくないわ。
And isn't that exactly what we're seeing?
そして実際に今そのエラーは起きつつある。
Yeah.
このまま放っておくとかがりはどうなる？
Cognitive dissonance, stress fractures. Honestly, I bet you the ultimate destination would be something like an aneurysm or stroke. That the strain on the mind and the headaches that she's receiving are coming from rushes of blood and synapses trying to like connect and fire and starting to conflict, causing stress, and the stress can elevate blood pressure. Excessive blood pressure in the brain for consistent amounts of time will eventually lead to aneurysm and or stroke, especially if they are prone to it from other medical issues.
ひょっとしてマキセ・クリスになってしまうのか？
I really don't think so. I think she'll turn into a mishmash where she won't know where Kurisu ends and Kagari begins.
記憶と人格は別物よ。脳の中で記憶を扱うのは海馬と大脳皮質。一方で人格は前頭前野の働きによって形成されている。それらの働きはお互い密接につながっている部分も大きいわ。
Different parts of the brain had different functions, but they weren't completely independent. Memories probably played a large role in forming your personality.
2つの記憶が混在することで脳に対する負担もかなり大きくなってるはず。
Yeah.
このまま放っておいた場合、最悪かがりさんの人格は崩壊よ。
Dang. What would someone without a personality even be like? They'd just be babbling. It'd be kind of like what happens with in Harry Potter with Dementor kisses, you know, where they suck the soul out and there's like a shell. Man, I'm making references to a lot of different things today. She's all slammed her fist into her knees in frustration.
それを防ぐ手立てはあると思うか？
かがりさんの頭の中からクリスの記憶を取り除くしかないでしょうね。
できそうか？
脳のデータが解析できれば、あるいはでもできるようになるとしても何年先か。
That's troubling, because the time loop machine never had the capability of analyzing, it simply uploaded. Suza's fists were clenched so tightly I could almost hear the sound. I could tell she was blaming herself for letting Kagari run away.
一つ手があるとするなら、もう一度過去のかがりさんの記憶を上書きすることかしら。
もう一度記憶を？
そもそもかがりさんの記憶を操作した人間はかがりさんの記憶を残すつもりはなかったと思うの。
Interesting. She might have been right. Putting two sets of memories in one mind was just asking for problems. Which means that the experiments they'd done on her had resulted in a different outcome than they'd intended. In a sense, they'd have failed.
だったらもう一度かがりさんの記憶をきちんとした装置で脳に上書きしてあげれば、あるいは元通りにできるかもしれない。
しかしそのためにはかがりの記憶データがないと。
バックアップが取ってあることを期待するしかないわね。
Yeah, I hope so.
装置はどうする？簡単に見つかればいいけど。
You're not gonna find brain scanners around laying around.
そんな簡単に。
でもクリスは作れたんでしょ？
Kinda. Oh, right. It had to work similarly to the time loop machine.
だったら私にも作れる。作ってみせる。
You might be able to help with that.
問題は記憶データがどこにあるかね。こればっかりは何とかして突き止めるしか方法がないわ。
Well, we can set Daru on it. He could probably get into the services of the university, probably get into the right sensitive materials. But there simply wasn't enough information. All we knew was that it was a non-Japanese Western military. And that information wasn't solid either. If anyone held the key, it was the woman in the motorcycle suit. Yuki. Fetch. I thought of a name and quickly brushed it from my mind.
何かいい方法でも思いついた？
No, don't brush it from your mind, Okabe.
いや、なんでもない。
Gotta readjust the darn pillow again. Come on. Just, it's so annoying. I hate how I'm getting to the point where I like feel normal, but then I get these aches and pains. Like I want to like stay up after this. Like we're almost done, and I want to stay up after this and work on the D&D campaign I'm doing, but I can't because I'm gonna have to go to bed after this because I have to go lay down. It's so frustrating. It wasn't Yuki Amane. It couldn't be. We talked late into the night trying to come up with a way to find out who had done the experiments on Kagari. But even though we spent a lot of time on it, none of us had any good ideas. I would talk to Daru. Aw, we're gonna follow Maho. That'll be next time. Yeah. Mind explosion for her. But we're gonna stop here for today. It's a decent length. Maybe a tiny bit shorter than usual, but I mean, that's a great cutoff point. Oh, look, and then there's a... It's not Chaos Child. It looks like, no, it is Chaos Child. Which, yeah, keep an eye out for that in the future. But, yeah, so we've kind of come to similar conclusions. I kind of was thinking along the same lines, and it looks like that's what the game's leading us down to as well. I am curious, however, how this is all going to play out. It's going to be interesting, because if we do the brain map, is that what the ultimate choice is going to be? Like, are we going to be sitting at a point where we really could use Kurisu? And so, like, it becomes like, do we restore Kagari's memories and wipe out Kurisu's memories, effectively killing her again? Or do we restore Kurisu and wipe out Kagari? I can tell you right now, like, that choice might suck, but we're not going to bring Kurisu back because Kagari deserves to have a life. We're not going to deny her that. I mean, if we want to save Kurisu, we get back in the dang time machine and we go back and we bring Steins Gate into reality, but we'll figure that out later. So, thank you guys so much for being here today. Excuse me. Thank you so much for your patience with me. I'm feeling better every day. It's just taking forever because it's incremental. But hopefully things will be moving forward at a good clip from here on out. That I'll be able to continue to keep up with my schedule and hopefully actually do my Friday video, because last time I just was wiped out from a really busy Friday. And so I decided just to take that break again. And hopefully, though, I will soon be back to so much normal. I'll barely remember how frustrating this was. But anyway, thank you guys so much for being here today. Thank you so much for joining me on the channel. As always, it's a pleasure having you here. You guys are great. I've got a great community. It's fun talking to you guys on Discord. It's fun listening to your comments in these videos, and I love filling my mind with the thoughts of all the good series we're going to try to explore in the near future. Man, I've got so many. Oh my gosh, too many is actually the problem here, but we'll find all that out later. So thank you guys, and until the next video watching me, I hope to see me in next. I'll see you there.